Okay guys, welcome to another session. My name is Wonderful Blessed. I'll be teaching you about Photoshop. Okay, I know you guys might have heard about Photoshop, if maybe you know a bit about it. So I'm just going to be telling you about Photoshop. Photoshop is a pixel based photo editing software. Okay, it's a pixel based in the sense that it does not deal well with vector. It's not like Illustrator or CorelDRAW that are vector based graphic software, so you can hardly maneuver through vectors on Photoshop. You can hardly do like maybe logo designs or other vector based design you want to do on Photoshop. Photoshop deals with pixels only, with images, with anything related to pixels. Okay, it also does a little bit of video editing, but that is not the main function, so it's not even that good at it. But its major function is for images. You can edit any image. You see those images photographers edit. Maybe you go to snap take a picture, they edit it for you. They use Photoshop. Okay, there are a lot of image based tools to edit with. So I'm just going to start off. So when you open up Photoshop, right? This is the window. This is what you get. This stuff in the white in the middle is called an artboard. Okay, this is where your designs are going to be placed, or this is like the board you are going to working with to design on. Okay, the size, you can edit the size any size you want depending on what you are designing for. Okay, this is, I think this is a 1080 by 1080. This is a normal Instagram square pixel size. Okay, if you are designing for a mobile phone, for example, if you are designing for if your design is going to be displayed on a wider screen, maybe like a TV or any other one, there are other dimensions for that. Okay, so this artboard can be edited, the dimensions can be changed. So when you look here, this is, of course, you know about you might know what is in this file place. You have your save, export place. Okay, I'm not going to be, you guys should have downloaded this software and play around with it. I'm not going to go into everything, okay, just the major ones. So if you look by let me start by the right. If you look by the right hand side, okay, you have your panels, right? The major one you should take note of is your layers panel. You see this one that says background here? This is your layers panel. Everything that you do or anything that you place on this artboard is going to show on this layers panel. Okay, for example, let me draw a shape. Okay, here is a shape. Here's a shape, a rectangle. You see it appeared on the layers panel. Why is this layers panel important? It helps to show where things are and how you can maneuver things. Let me give you an example. Alright, you see this text, right? Let's just change the color to white. Okay, let's change the color to black. Now you can see that it is on top of this square, because it is on top of the square on the layers panel. Okay, if I take it below the the rectangle, sorry, see it goes below it. You see what happens when I bring it above? It comes above. So this layers panel is very important. Okay, inside this layers panel, so if you right click, you can see many editing options, a lot of editing options. My favorite is this blending options. This is where you can maybe adjust, you can add shadow if you want. Let's just enter it. Blending options, yeah. You can add shadow if you want. You can add a glow, change the color of the glow if you want. Just a lot of crazy stuff. You can add a pattern. There are different types of pattern. Crazy stuff. You can add gradients. See, you can add gradients. So this can change the color of the gradients. Just that's why you guys should get this app and play around with it. It's very fun. Just know where everything is. You can change the color from here. You can add satin, inner stroke, inner shadow, stroke. This stroke is like an outline. You can reduce the size. See, you have an outline. You can change the color. See, so a lot of crazy things you can do just from this blending options alone. So that is for layers panel. Then above it you see opacity. You can reduce this, like for transparency you can reduce its opacity, increase it, even its fill. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, you can increase and reduce it. These are just blending options. This is to blend, and I'll show you how to use these options here. I'll show you a scenario where these options works very well. Let's just move on. So your window might be a bit different from mine, but everything can be adjusted here. You can put what you want to see here. I work with typography a lot, so that's why I have my character window open here on paragraph, because I work with text a lot. So if you also work with text, or you want to work with text, you need this character place. This is where you find your fonts. You can increase the size and all. Very cool. So these are just the major rundowns of what is usually on the right hand side in Photoshop. Then on the left hand side you have your tools. These tools are what you use to do the work. These tools are what you use to do the work on Photoshop majorly. So the first one, of course, is your moving tool to move things around. Okay, there are some tools here that even I don't know what they do. I've not explored all the tools yet myself. I just use the ones I need, so you can still go back and again play with it. It's open. Just play with it, see the ones just play with them and see what they do. Okay, I like this quick selection. Is to select an object. Okay, maybe you want to remove okay, let's go to some practical examples. All right, select. So let me just load an image so that I'll show you guys. Let me just pick. Okay, okay, so I loaded this image again. About this layer, see if I bring it down, see what happens. It comes below. Another thing in this layers panel, you can turn off whichever one you want. You might need to put some items away so that you can work with other items. So this toggle switch here, this eye switch, is for toggling on and off. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off this too. Let's work on the image for a bit. So these quick selection tools, I know this is like the most popular feature in Photoshop, to remove the background from an image.